Today we're going to make a fun little hipster bunny, so let's start by lining out some shapes. So kind of a chunky oval and then some long ovals for the ear. This is just going to be a bunny face, so the face and the ears. And I'm using my new soapstone pencil from Happy Dotting Company to do this, and then I'm going to fill in that shape with some Liquitex gesso to give a base coat so the colors are nice and vibrant, and it also gives a little bit of grip and smooths out any imperfections in the rock. I didn't want this design to be bright white, so I'm using this antique white, which is just a kind of cream color. It's very subtle. It still is nice and light, but I was going for kind of an off-white color scheme for the body of the bunny. And this paint is a little bit thin, so it does take 2 coats to get that nice solid coverage, even with the gesso on there for a base coat. The next thing I'm going to do is create some fuzzy ears, and I'm going to use my little pouncer tool, which I cannot find these anymore. They're not available anymore. They're Martha Stewart pouncer tools, but you could also cut some makeup sponges to get the same effect. But I'm just going to take some white paint and kind of splotch it on there with this pouncer tool, and it creates a nice soft edge around, and the sponge will do the same thing. And sometimes I dampen it in some water and then dab it off on a paper towel, and then come back with the paint and just kind of work at it until it gets the look that I want with that nice soft fuzzy white inside of the bunny ear. After I've got the white in there, I'm going to add a little bit of a soft pink in the middle of the bunny ear as well, and just kind of soften the edges the same way I did with the white and kind of blend it in with the white paint. Now I'm just going to take a dotting tool and some black paint and add some dots as evenly spaced apart as I can and kind of lined up with the ears for the eyeballs. And then I'm going to use my soapstone pencil again. Even though you can't really see it on the light colored paint, I can see a bit of a shine. You can kind of see it with the light hitting it. It's enough for me to use as a guideline to create the glasses for our little hipster bunny here. So I'm going to use a Signo gel pen in gold for the glasses, and I'm just going to follow my guideline that I created with the soapstone pencil the best that I can. This part is tricky to me because it's very hard without tracing, like a pattern onto it to get it even, to get the right shape for glasses and to have the other lens match the one on the left. It's just tricky, and so you'll see me come back in and out and thicken up these lines in an attempt to try and even them out, make them the same thickness and the same shape. Now I'm going to just take some bright pink paint and a brush and swirl on a little bit of a flower above the ear on this bunny. This is going to take a couple of coats. It's imperfect. I want it to be not a perfect circle because this is flower petals. And while I'm waiting for that first coat to dry, I'm going to use the same pink paint and make a heart for the bunny nose so that it's nice and cute. And then I'm going to come back in with a disposable eyeliner brush and some black paint and make some very thin eyebrows above the eyes. I'm going to come back in and swirl some more pink paint into that flower, and while it's still wet, I'm going to come back with a disposable eyeliner brush and some light pink paint and kind of swirl that in to give the effect of the petals and the look of the petals. And I'm going to stick with the color theme here and go with a light green, kind of a mint sage green, and create a couple of little leaves coming off of the flower. And of course the bunny needs a little mouth, which is just a J and a backwards J using my fine liner pens. And then I'm going to take one of those Uni Pin fine liner pens and just outline the entire design just to give it a little bit of definition around the outside. Then I'm going to add a little swirl of some gold glitter into that flower just to pick up on the gold glasses frames. And then I'm going to take a dotting tool and that same pink paint that we used for the nose and the flower and just do some dot and drag hearts off to the side on the natural part of the stone, just as kind of an extra accent. This was another design that I saw on some cookies on Pinterest, was just some bunnies with glasses, and I thought, oh my gosh, that would be a fun little idea for a rock. And I think it kind of even transcends Easter into just a fun spring design. I'm going to start off today's design by base coating 3 rocks in 3 different pastel colors. Then I'm going to take a pencil and start lining out this cute little bunny design. So I'm just going to try and use shapes as much as possible. So I'm using kind of long ovals, round circles, more ovals, just to make the nice chubby bunny face, and then a nice kind of rounded rectangular body. Next, I'm going to base coat the entire bunny with Liquitex gesso. This is to give a nice base coat since we're working on top of a color, as well as just make sure we have a nice base coat so that the bunny is nice and bright white when I go over it with the white paint. You can see that I'm using a thinner brush to do the edges and the outlines and any kind of smaller pieces on the bunny, and then I'm using a larger brush to fill it in. And we can't forget that fluffy tail. Then I'm going to cover the entire bunny with some bright white paint. Now I'm going to come back to the pencil and draw a carrot that the little bunny is going to be holding, as well as 2 little bunny feet that are going to show in this design. Now we're going to add a little pop of color to this design by filling in the carrot with a nice bright orange paint and then doing the stem with a nice spring green. Now I'm going to take this really bright candy pink paint and fill in the ears and the bottoms of the bunny feet. This color is almost neon. It's not quite neon, but it's nice and bright, and I really like that because I think it's going to make this pop. You've got this bright carrot and these cute little pink accents on the bunny that are really going to stand out when this is hidden out in the wild. I'm going to use a dotting tool to create 2 small black dots for the eyes. And then I'm going to come back to that candy pink paint to create a little triangle for the nose. After that, I'm going to take my Sakura Pigma fine line brush pen and I'm going to outline the whole design. So I'm outlining the carrot, the stem, I'm going to do his little hands and feet, and then I'm also going to outline the body, the fluffy tail, and give his nose an outline as well as draw a little mouth onto our bunny. Now I'm going to take this Holographic Illusions glitter paint that's purple, and I'm going to outline the entire design. This is kind of a chunky glitter, so it really picks up the light nicely once you get the rocks sealed and resined. As I was doing this outline, I realized that my bunny needed a few more details, so I'm going to add a few more lines to the carrot to give it a little bit more dimension, and add a couple of white dots to each of the eyeballs. Look how cute this came out. And I also did the other bunnies on the two other backgrounds. So I have a green background bunny, and then on the yellow background bunny, I also decided to write Hoppy Easter. So there's lots of options with this one. You can play around with the background colors, the sizes and shapes of the bunnies. And can you just imagine a kid's face when they find these cute little rocks? Today we're going to make some really adorable and easy bunny rocks for Easter. I'm starting out using a white watercolor pencil to line out my bunny. This was a clue that I got from another rock artist who said that the watercolor pencil comes off even easier than the chalk pencil, and when do you ever use the white pencil for watercolors? So drew it out with the white watercolor pencil. Now I'm going to fill in the background with gesso because these Mexican beach pebbles are slick, they are dark, and so it just helps when you're putting any paint down, but especially white because it's light. So it's giving it a nice base coat and some grip for the white paint. Then I'm going to come back through and fill in the bunny with some white paint, a couple of coats. My white paint was actually getting thick, so I gave it a little bit of water, and I think I did a little bit too much, so it actually was kind of thin. So because of that, I was getting a lot of lines from the brushes in my filling in of the paint. So I came back with a spongy little dauber to kind of pat it dry and kind of just sponge out those lines, and it helps a ton to get rid of any of those paint lines and just smooth out the paint so it dries nice and evenly. I decided to do this bunny in my favorite color, which is turquoise or teal. So I got a darker teal and then a really light teal, and I'm going to use the light color, which is called Cloudless, to make the bunny ears. So kind of that part that would typically be pink in any kind of cartoon picture of a bunny, I'm making it the pastel version of the turquoise. Then I'm going to come back with the darker teal color and a dotting tool and make 3 dots in kind of an upside down triangle pattern, and this is going to be for the bunny's nose. So once I get the dots on there, I'm going to take a disposable eyeliner brush and just kind of clean up those lines, and the bunny nose turns into a little heart. Then let's flip them upside down, and we're going to add some white polka dots to that light teal inner ear of the bunny rabbit, just for some cuteness and fun. And you could play around. Maybe you don't want to do white, maybe you pick a different pastel color or do like rainbow colors. That would look really cute too. Now I'm just going to take a dotting tool, that same dotting tool, and do 2 black dots for the eyes. I don't want them super huge, just very simple black dots. And then I'm going to come in with the Posca PC 1MR paint pen and draw the little mouth, which is just 2 kind of curved lines and then back again with the 0.2 uni pin fine liner to create the whiskers. So I'm just kind of angling some lines out from the little heart-shaped nose. This is a nice thin pen, which is good for whiskers because those are thin hairs compared to the mouth lines. Now, because Mexican beach pebbles can get really dark when you put resin on them, they look like they're wet and they're very dark, I'm going to put a coat of Mod Podge around the edges of this bunny so that the rock actually stays a lighter color when I resin it. So this is just a quick trick. It doesn't do anything else but keep that rock lighter when I put the resin on. Now, while that's drying, I'm going to come back with some hologram extreme glitter paint, and I'm going to put this glitter paint on the nose and then all of the polka dots in the ears, just to give it a little touch of sparkle because that's what we love here, right? And then once we get the glitter on there and the Mod Podge is for sure dry, I'm going to come back in with a thicker uni pin fine liner pen. So this is the 0.8. It's the biggest one that I have out of my little set. And I'm just going to outline the ears. And I'm doing this after the Mod Podge because if I did it before and then tried to brush it on, it would smear it. So I'm showing you my favorite pastel color combination, but what if you tried it in any of the other pastel colors? It's perfect for Easter. And you can see that little bit of sparkle in the sunshine after the resin, and you can also see how the rock kept its lighter background with the Mod Podge on there. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch. I'll have more Easter ideas for you right around the corner, but in the meantime, check out this video I have on the screen for you now, and have a great day. Take care.